saying his action gonna show what it is. Let me get Savage in because he got
Right.
his hand up, and then Beans and Op just got here. So I want to make sure we can get them in. Savage was popping.
Yeah, so you can say whatever you want about white folks. It's really not going to bother me. But when it comes down to police forces, when you're in rural communities, they're just small. They're just smaller departments. So there's less people to be able to get in. Like where I live, there's only like 2 or 3 cops on at any time. But if you go to Cleveland, you have like way more people there. So there's way more potential. It's just like schools. You're more likely to get if you're a teacher, get a job in the city than you are to get into a small township school because there's not as many positions.
Hey, Savage, I got a question for
Well,
you. Not to cut nobody off.
I hear that, but to be honest, but to be totally honest with
I
you,
don't want
man.
to go down there. He said what he said. I don't really want to go down there minding it out.
Savage,
Hold on, Shy. Hold on, Shy. Beans, what's popping?
Not John or Savage.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn. Did you brush?
Hell no.
All right, go ahead, man.
Motherfucker. Made me get on camera and shit, and this nigga sitting his ass in the black.
I could see him.
First of all, this shit is so funny to me. I want to say shout out to Freezy for standing. Yo, I'm blessing you in. You are now a vice lord. You stood up, bro. Like you
Wait,
stood up,
Beans,
my nigga.
Beans, how you know he want to be a vice lord?
He ain't got no choice at this point.
Beans, question: which one is the one? Totally off topic. Quick answer: which one is the one that wears the 6-point star?
Those the gangsters.
Those GDs.
Disciples.
GD. Okay. All right. Go on.
Just so you know, those guys also have homosexuality in their literature, but that's another story. Us vice lords don't have that. So here's the thing, right? Easy man, salute. I appreciate you. And I said it in the back chat, and I said it out loud. The only reason why John is saying that shit, and this is my perspective about this lady, is because he's saying she got a mental illness, right? So he said, "Oh, I have a background in psychology." Absolutely. And because of that, you want to just label all mental ill people as doing stupid shit instead of just accepting the fact that everything about this video shows that these niggas was just on some murdering shit. Like, it is what it is. They mistook what she said, and then they fired on this lady. When Freezy asked you which way did which cop did she throw the water at, that's when you was checkmated. Because you said she threw the water at him. Freezy said, who she throw the water at? It was one of them she threw the water at. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't even know which one she threw the water at, right? This is why we know you just pulling this shit out your ass. The truth of the matter is, when you watch the fucking video, you hear the dude saying, look, the water on the floor right here in front of me, right? So if she would have threw the water at him, it wouldn't be running across the motherfucking floor. That shit would have splashed some motherfucking well. Why you don't see no splash in the video, John?
And I think to your point, Beans, even to make your point land even further.
No. Hold on, my brother.
Pardon, so.
Because these douchebags gonna get this work.
Are you the man to give the work?
No splash in the video, or hear no splash in the video, John.
So again, how much water do you need to hear a splash, Beans? So you're prefacing everything you're saying on right now that because there was no splash, that there was no water thrown,
right.
or what is it?
Right. So y'all remember not too long ago before the video ended, Hemp had just checked this nigga about answering questions with questions, and look what he did once again. But see, he ain't gonna give me the same kowtow.
Oh, did I?
Hemp, right?
Oh,
He
forgive
ain't
me.
gonna kiss my ass like he kissed Hemp's ass, right? So I'm just gonna ask you the question again, and he could take us out the box because you ain't gonna fucking answer it.
No, leave it here, Hemp. Leave it here, Hemp.
Why don't we see or hear a splashing of boiling hot fucking water? Why don't we see or hear it?
Because you don't hear it because the sound was not picked up, Beans. That's why you don't hear it.
Was the gunshots picked up?
Okay. Yes, the gunshots were picked up.
Was the vocals picked up?
Yes.
So why don't we hear the water? You know what I'll do? I'll do you a favor. I'll get some water right now and throw it against my wall, and y'all tell me if y'all fucking hear it. How about that?
Okay, how about the fact that you throwing water against the wall doesn't have shit to do about the cost of tea in China? The fact is that
she threw the
no,
water
actually,
at
no,
the man,
Beans,
according
it
to
doesn't. See, what you're doing is attempting to create a situation to confirm whatever bias you have. The fact of the matter is that
You
the water
created
was
the
not picked
situation
up.
because you're the only motherfucker think she threw the water, John. The rest
I
of us
am
don't
not the
think she
only
threw it.
motherfucker.
So it ain't
I'm
our
the only
situation.
motherfucker. Beans, do you want me to answer? I am not the only motherfucker who thinks that. I am the only motherfucker in this forum who said that she did not throw the water.
Savage said she threw the water also.
He don't count. Nobody give a fuck what his bigoted
Oh,
ass said.
but hold up, Beans. What's now? Here's the other thing I don't like, that we make this all about color. I saw the woman throw the water, but for some reason, because he's white, he doesn't matter that he said the same thing I did. This is not about picking fevers.
This nigga see, he demonizes it and see the crime in every fucking situation that comes up. Any white boy who comes from Chaotic Truth Channel is a fucking bigot. This ain't none. Chaotic Truth is a dance fool around this shit. They just gonna have to kick me off.
CT ain't here. He ain't paying no bills.
That's why I'm addressing you.
All right, so I'll say the same thing. She threw the water. The fact that he believes that she also threw it also means he saw the same thing. But here's the thing, Beans. Regardless of that, a clock can be right 2 times in a day period, right? 2 things can be right at the same time, right? Yes, you said so before. 2 things can be correct at the same times. So you have 2 people here saying the same thing. They saw her throw the water. Again, I'm the only motherfucker, or Savage and I are the only motherfuckers in this forum who said she threw the water.
Okay, but see,
in this
the
forum.
difference between me and you is that I can do what Hamp asked you to do. Remember, Hamp asked you to speculate. I can speculate. The reason why y'all two the ones that see it, because he a bigot and you a conservative douchebag, right? So at the end of the day, of course, y'all see it that way. But we have been asking you questions that you can't answer, that if you wasn't being a douchebag, you would just be able to say, you know what, maybe I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah, so here's the thing. First of all, Beans, fuck you. But much love still for you, brothers.
Absolutely.
Second of all, you seem to forget I'm the same liberal that you are. I've said many times, I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal just like you are, partner.
I ain't no
I've said it so many times.
Yo, y'all gotta stop this shit.
Okay, so let's throw that out. So you can't use that anymore, Beans, because I'm the same Democrat you are. Now the thing is that
Democrat. Stop saying that. That's disrespectful.
Okay, then I'm a Democrat. So I'm not a conservative. I'm a douchebag Democrat. So let's get it straight. I'm a douchebag Democrat if that's how you feel. The second thing is that she threw the water. The fact that you can't hear it being caught on tape is probably the same reason you probably couldn't hear her fart or shit after she got shot in her face after losing bodily functions. Did you hear her fart? Did you hear her burp?
Absolutely not.
All right, so does that mean she didn't? I didn't hear her fart or didn't burp, but I'm not going to sit and speculate that she didn't. What's known is that after shooting, Jay Smooth confirmed this. After shootings, it is saying that bowel control or whatever movement is lost by the individual who is shot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, because we don't smell shit, does it mean she didn't shit? All right, so enough of the nonsense. The fact of the matter is that she threw the pot of water. This Democrat douchebag is saying that she threw the pot of water at her. Now, the fact of the matter that
let me show you why I let you say that and why I responded to you respectfully.
Okay,
right?
tell me why for this imaginary checkmate.
It's a dumbass argument, right? Because again, right, what you're saying is it's possible that she might have farted or shitted, but you're saying for sure that she threw the water. So
yes, I am, because I saw it with
she threw the water. There's no excuses of why we didn't fucking see it or hear it. There's none, no excuses for that, right? Not to mention the fact that when you were asked directly who she threw the water at, you couldn't state that. And then the third thing is when you watch the video, the cop says out of his own fucking mouth, and look at that, it's right there on the floor. It's nowhere near him. The water is all the way in front of him on the floor where she's laying at. The water ain't nowhere near him.
I said that, Beans. If you taken the time to listen, you would have heard that. I said that 30-something minutes ago, that the water was nowhere near him to put him in a position to shoot at her because she threw it from a kneel position. She threw the water in the direction of the 2 officers. Go back and listen, Beans. I said that.
In the direction of the 2 officers, how in the hell the water was nowhere near him then?
That's a fact. don't think you
Again,
listen to
the
yourself.
fact of the matter, because of the fact it did not reach her, she did not throw it a significant distance. I said that also, Freezy.
Yo, do you
If
hear
you're going to jump in,
yourself?
be factual. I said it from the very beginning. She threw the water from a kneeling position. The water did not land anywhere near him to be a threat. I said that.
But John, it's water.
That's my point, Beans.
If
It's
you
just
throw it,
water.
it
So
will
why is he
travel.
shooting? It's just water. The
But if you
water
throw
only
it, it
traveled
will
whatever
travel.
distance
It's
she was
water.
able to throw it. The water traveled whatever distance she could throw it, Beans. And it did not go far. It did not come close enough to warrant a threat for him to shoot her. The water, boiling hot, cold, whatever, was not a threat for him to shoot her.
No, that's
And
all
that goes
good.
back to what Jay Smooth said about discretion.
I'm gonna ask you this question, and then we can go back to everybody chiming in. Actually, do you make room for the fact that there may be some bias based on your background in psychology?
I do not make room for bias because I am not attempting to psychoanalyze the situation. I'm looking at it with my observable reality. I do not make room. So no, Beans, because I'm using observable reality.
Well,
I'm
that would
commenting
make
like
sense
you are.
if you were making an argument about the water, but you're not. You're just saying that there's some magical reason why we wouldn't have heard it. Wasn't it hot water? Wasn't they complaining about the fact that it was hot and could burn the house down and all of that? Which would mean it would have been hot water. It should have been splash. It should have been steam. It should have been something from the water if she had have thrown it.
Somebody in the chat made the statement, I didn't, that they could see the steam. I couldn't see any steam.
That was
But
on
you
the
know what? If
video.
the water was cold, you wouldn't have heard it either, Beans. I didn't hear hot water hit the ground. Would that mean that cold water would have made more sound than hot water?
No, but I'm saying you would have seen it. That's the point. If I go boil some water right now and throw it past this camera, you're gonna see it, and you're gonna see the fucking steam off of it. I promise you.
I think there's steam. We can look at it again. I think there's steam in the video.
Flying steam.
In an act of being thrown, or
Yeah,
you just
but
saying off the pot while I was on the stove.
Beans, stop reaching for your ass too much on this, man. Do you reserve the comment to believe that you're looking for an argument for a statement that you can't prove that you want somebody else to?
No, I'm arguing the statement that you're saying that she threw the water.
She threw the water, Beans. I'm making that statement.
That's all we're arguing.
And I made the statement 40 minutes ago. She threw the water. That's why that ass hat of a clown shot at her, because he felt that his life was threatened, which is bullshit, because she was too far away for the water she threw to make any difference.
Yeah, like Ham said, I think everybody pretty much is in agreement with that.
But she threw the water.
That's all good.
Wait,
but go ahead, Ham.
Can Ham play the video from Officer Tatum where you actually see the pot?
You talking about the YouTube guy, Officer Tatum?
No. Yes. There's a close-up video of the lady. It's looking like the lady's holding a pot in her hand. It looks like it's a pot in her hand, and she got the pot turned sideways.
That's the throwing motion that I'm referring to, where she threw the water.
So just to be sure, you don't agree, John, with Hamp that the pot was on the counter when she was kneeling, right?
With what?
You don't agree with the fact that Hamp was on the pot was still on the counter or whatever when she was kneeling, right? You don't agree with that?
No, when she was kneeling, yes, it was on the counter. Then she got back up because it was a flash motion. The video or the platform that I was on showed where you saw she got up, she grabbed the pot, and you see it was flipped real fast. It was in a blink of an eye.
I gotta say, I ain't gonna lie, and with all this time they've been playing the video, I ain't see all that. Y'all got some
because they didn't slow it down significantly enough for you to see it, Dean.
As Sean Grayson.
That ain't big enough for him.
Yeah, but it's that fast.
That's what she said. Hold on a second. Let me see if
I don't think you're supposed to say
I
it
got
right.
a question. If he was threatened by the, I got a question. If he was threatened by the water, if he was threatened by the
There was no reason to shoot her.
That was
Isn't she
wrong
down
shit.
already
for
at
what he
that
did.
point?
The cop in front of him don't have a
Why
camera.
would he?
At that distance, by the time the water reached him, the water had been cold by then. Come on, man.
There's him. You got the video. You got the video where the cop that actually shot her, his body camera.
Yeah,
You
right
got
here.
that one.
The one that was
Yeah,
in
this
front,
one,
right?
this one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
That's
So
the
they
first.
took a lot of the videos
No,
off the
The
internet.
cop who shot her didn't have his body camera on.
All right, it's
Everything
on
that's being
now. It's
shown.
on now. It's on now on this one.
Yeah.
All right.
What about that was a threat? That
Nothing.
made you have to use lethal force.
It's a second short. It even looks like the pot may not have. Also, there's no. So I'm just checking to see if there's sound. There's no sound on his cam.
Yeah. You
There
could have
won't be
stopped it
sound
right
on his
there.
cam.
Well, it's gonna play. Hold on.
Okay.
I just rewound because I was wondering why I couldn't hear it.
It's always
So it looks like on his cam there's no.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, on a body
This the
camera, the
start.
first
This the
30
start.
seconds.
This the
Go
start of
ahead.
it. This is the start of it right here.
Okay. So
Yeah, you've got to slow it way down. I mean,
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause it. I did this video, so I'm gonna pause it. So
What?
Beans, the water is next to this chair. Yeah, I don't see no steam here. Let me just keep playing it for a second. I think I paused it on the right moment. So give it a second. So this one, this is his, and you heard what he said, right, Trey? In the other
Hey,
video.
can I ask you a question, Hamp? Is there any time that the
What
sound
exactly
did kick in from his camera?
So she
Never.
said they told her move the pot.
The whole time they
and
thought it
she
was
starts
steam.
carrying it towards him,
No.
obviously.
From
And
this
then she said,
cop
I
right here.
rebuke you
Oh,
in the name of cop Jesus. that did the shooting,
yeah, I
there's no
heard
sound.
that.
There's
Yeah.
no sound. You
At
better
all.
not. I'll shoot you right in
At
your
all.
fucking face.
Okay.
Listen, the
That
whole
part.
time they thought it was
Yeah,
steam. That's
and
a
then,
fucking blur,
So
dog.
look at this now, right?
shit like
Just because we giving commentary, so the pot is to the right of her, right? Right. So you see the pot seems to be right here. She has oven mitts as well.
I can't. Is it in her hand?
Right now it is. She's holding it. I don't know if she has it up in the air though.
Is she gonna pour the water out?
So this is the part where she's saying I rebuke you. So then we go a little bit further. They're having commentary here. He pulls the strap. The pot's now here. You can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
The pot's still on here, right?
Hey, Hamp, how
Now-
long is that? How long is that
To her
video
right.
from this
Right.
cop that shot her?
No. This is
the
what
whole
she said.
thing.
Okay.
She's dropping to the ground.
Yeah, this is where she said, okay, I'm sorry.
That's where she got her hands
Right.
up.
So
Hamp,
now
right.
the ground, you see the chair, you see where the island ends, right? Pay attention to where the island ends. Diesel, can you see it? It's not wet on the floor. Okay. So the reason why I'm letting it play because we're assessing the throwing portion. Now she drops down. He walks over and pops back up.
see,
And she's shot at this point. So the ground here, hold on. Let me see if I
yeah.
can-
So the part where you see him start moving, right there. So
see?
she had picked the pot up. This is the pot. So you got to slow it way down. She had picked the pot up over her
you can
shoulder.
see it. You can see it. Look at the pot now. So what do you guys assess based on how she has the pot in her hand?
She's throwing.
She's not throwing the pot.
dog.
She's not throwing the pot.
She's not
She is.
throwing the pot. And for you to even be on the cop side and say that lady was throwing the pot, John, you need to be ashamed of
I thought
yourself,
the
bro.
pot was
No,
black.
I'm not gonna be ashamed
Okay.
because of your foolery. Because if you
Okay, but
can't,
listen,
you won't
let's-
accept it.
listen. Let's just step away from your emotions for a
Hold
second.
on.
Let's-
Say like
No
did you
emotion
say-
required
did
here.
you
This
say
is
hi
all
to
fact.
anybody?
yeah, I
The
came
pot
in.
is
I came in. I
empty.
said, "What up?" But you didn't hear me.
By this time, the pot empty though, John.
But hold on for a
Don't
second.
like you no
What
more.
John talking about?
Let's get to the facts. This is what happened. Hamp, I got a footage that's blurred out. It's a little bit more detailed than what you got up right now. If you're okay with playing it, if that's what you want to do.
Hey, I got a question.
Oh,
That the footage,
Let me do this.
Oh, where was any of that red at though?
Hey, the
Before?
footage from the cop that shot her. How many minutes or how many seconds was that?
That's
Was that
probably
footage?
a minute worth or so.
Okay.
Minute
Yeah,
and
it's
a half or
it's
so.
under a
Because
minute. It's
before
under
you
a minute.
click on to the camera, it's 30 minutes of what happened before you clicked it. But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, we were looking for camera 2.
I mean,
That's
30
the-
seconds. Yeah.
This
We
is
were
this
looking
is
for
the
camera 2, that because that's the camera that majority of people haven't seen. We saw the initial camera from the partner that didn't shoot.
All right.